Hey guys, Matt Cowling here from the construction site, the soon to be the New Evolve Fitness in Darwin in the Northern Territory of Australia. And what I'm talking to you today is how to develop your chest. I've got plenty of inboxes asking me just how to do this, so just a super quick video trying to keep it as short as possible. Okay, now, first of all, developing your chest, you have to realize if you're developing your chest, you're not trying to get your strength. Okay, so when you're doing something, especially a compound movement, it's very tempting to try and lift as much weight as physically possible, but you bring in as many different muscle groups as you can, and doing that, you're not trying to hit your result, okay? So you've got to think, what am I trying to do? Trying to rip muscle fiber in the chest. That means I need to minimize help of other muscles, okay? So we all know, say for example, a bench press. A bench press is a compound movement. When we press up from here, we drive up, we've got triceps, we've got shoulders, we've got our chest, we've got traps even come up when a lot of people do this. Okay, there's a lot of things going on. Now, if you're trying to hit your chest, you have to say to yourself, right, I need to minimize the help of other muscles. Okay, so how do we do this? First of all, how does the chest work? The chest pulls your arm across your body, like this, okay? Now, if that's such a muscle that pulls it across, all we care about is this limb moving in and out, okay? We don't care about this straightening. That's the tricep, okay? So when one muscle gets activated, say the bicep, when the bicep flexes, the tricep relaxes. When the tricep flexes, the bicep relaxes, okay? So you have each side of the movement, okay? So when we're pressing, if you think about driving out, because the bar's attached, we're actually pushing slightly outwards and thus our triceps being activated there. So how can we disengage our tricep and try and get our chest to do more of the movement? Now, first of all, we need to go slightly wider, okay, nice and wide. No sort of nothing new there, right? What the most important thing is that I found with developing my own chest is push the bar in. Okay, by pushing in, you're putting tension inward on this joint, which is directly flexing your chest. Okay, so as you can see, as soon as I push in on the bar, my chest wants to activate. Okay, so drive that bar in, and what that's doing is activating the bicep, which is automatically going to disengage the tricep element as well. Okay, so by pushing in, you're now putting more weight load on that chest. So yes, your weights will go down ever so slightly. Remember, we're not trying to push as much weight as possible. We're trying to rip the muscle fiber in the chest, okay? So, drive in, do 4 seconds down. 4, 3, 2, 1, up, straight down. 4, 3, 2, 1. What it is, you need 40 to 60 seconds of constant tension on your chest for a hypertrophic response, okay? So, rather than just banging it out, boom, boom, boom. From here you can rest, from up there you can rest. You see it all the time. What do? You push, 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 then you can lock out and rest for a second. That's not what you want to do. If you're trying to lift as much weight as possible, go for it. But if you're trying to rip your muscle fiber, you need to put it under that tension. So as you go up, sink straight down. Try and keep constant tension on it, driving those hands together, because now you're activating the chest, and then you're going to get a lot more out of the movement. It'd be the best bench you've ever done. Your weights will go down, okay? The next thing I want to say is when it comes to dumbbell press, okay? Dumbbell press is another thing that a lot of people do wrong, is that when they dumbbell press, they come, say here, up, push, and push in like this, okay? Pushing the dumbbells together is great because it's activating that inward movement, okay? But when you're coming from here, this part here, the tension comes off a hell of a lot, and you see this a lot, right? People pushing in, trying to use their triceps, the traps are up here, okay? You need your shoulder blades down and back. Lead with your chest, okay? And from there, shoulders depressed. Here, your chest is more prominent. You're going to actually activate it a lot more, okay? Now, from there as well, when you've got the dumbbells, take them out. Because as soon as you go out from that straight up position, now the tension's pushing out, and you see your chest is activated, there you go. So you want to start in that activated position. Go slowly down, keeping your arms wide. So they're not like this, they're out. Because what happens when people lift weight? They go, oh, I can go heavier. And they go heavy and their arms come in closer, which is bringing in more of your triceps, more of your shoulders. They even concave their chest and go like this. That's why you're developing your shoulders and not your chest. Your chest needs to be out, okay? So shoulder blades roll down and back, chest out, elbows wider, constant tension. Unless you have a training partner, they can help with this element here by actually applying outward pressure, so that when you get to the point where the weights will start going down your bone structure, they can push out and it'll keep tension on this part here, okay? So that is some great tips on how to get more out of your bench. more out of your dumbbell press and actually hit your chest rather than going away with a million sets trying to hit your shoulders and your triceps and all sorts of things. So that is my suggestions for building a bigger chest. I could go a lot more in depth into time and tempo. If you've got any questions, put them down below or message me through, and I'll do it in my next video. So take care, stay awesome, and I'll speak to you soon.